Actually, I would like to tell you that. So sometimes there will be small noise, like small noise, like a fan, because we have no power. I have just turned on the vehicle to connect my laptop. That's the reason. Therefore, you might hear small noise, right? Okay. So please try to manage with that. And another thing that we have published your examinations in Edmodo. So if you have not created account yet, please create the account within this week. You have time, actually 1 week of time. You have the examination by next week. Actually, you can do it earlier, but the deadline is there until 11th. 11 වෙනිදා වෙනකන් deadline එක තියෙනවා. So you can do it before 11th, right? 11ට 11 වෙනිදාට කලින් ඔයාලට exam එක කරන්න පුළුවන්. When you log into the Edmodo, still if you don't have Edmodo account, don't worry. දැනට account එකක් නැත්නම් බය වෙන්න එපා. මොකද ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ practical teacher එක්ක කතා කරලා එහෙම බැරි වුණොත් මගෙත් එක්ක කතා කරලා ඔයාලට account එක හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So either you have to talk with me or you have to talk with your practical teacher. Then you can create this account, right? Don't worry if you don't have account by now. And also don't worry if you have not come to the classes, don't worry. Today I'm going to revise the lessons that we have learned. We have already learned one lesson and one practical lesson. So one theory lesson, one practical lesson. I'll actually revise that lesson today. So මම එක revise කරලා තමයි ඔයාලව යවන්නේ. මම කිව්වනේ. Before the examination, I will revise the lessons. I said that no. So I'll do that quickly. මම ටිකක් වේගෙන් කරනවා හේතුව revision එකක් හින්දා. But I try to understand the things. You can just go through the videos, and if you need the slow mood one, you can just go through the videos and watch it again. So even though you just join or you recently joined, I recommend you to do the examination. Then you can measure your level. ඔගොල්ලෝ අලුතෙන්ම join වුණත් පුතේ කමක් නැහැ. ඔගොල්ලෝ නිකමට හරි exam එක කරලා බලන්න. එතකොට ඔයාලගේ මට්ටම ඔයාලට identify වෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ මට්ටම ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා. This is online examination, right? When you go to your classes, then Edmodo එකේ තියෙනවා මෙහෙම home, then you have classes. When you access your classes, you will see grade 6 English medium Monday class. So then click on that class. Ekේ click කරාම then you can see the paper here, 23 questions, 60 minutes. Sorry, it's 90 minutes. I think no, it's 60 minutes, right? It's 60 minutes, sorry. So 23 questions because I have reduced the number of questions. ගිය සැරේ 30ක් දැම්ම දාලා තිබ්බට දෙවෙනි theory lesson එකත් එක්ක I just removed some lessons. So now you have only 60 minutes to answer. So it's easy. Don't think that it is hard. Some MCQ questions will be there. එතන log වුණාම when you log into this, you can see this quiz. Then there will be a button called turn in or take this quiz. Ekko turn in කියලා තියෙනවා නැත්නම් take this quiz කියලා තියෙනවා. Click on that button and you will see the questions. Then you have to answer the questions in this paper. So after answering the questions ටිකට උත්තර ලිව්වට පස්සේ after answering the question, you will get marks for the MCQ questions. But not for the essay or the structured or semi-structured questions, but you will get mark for MCQ questions. Other things, after the paper marking, maybe after New Year, you can see your results. By login, you have to log into the Edmodo back to see your results. හරිද මම සිංහලෙන්වත් කියන්නම්. දැන් මේක කරාට පස්සේ if you have like when you complete the examination, exam එක කරාට පස්සේ ඒ වෙලාවෙම MCQ questions වල මේව එක දෙනවා. ඒ වෙලාවෙම MCQ questions වල ලකුණු ටික ඔයාලට හම්බ වෙනවා. structured semi structured තමයි පස්සේ හම්බ වෙන්නේ. හරිද structured ඒවා semi structured ඒවා තමයි පස්සේ හම්බ වෙන්නේ. ඒතර ඒවා හිමීට ඔයාලට ඒ ටික අලුත් අවුරුද්දේ ඔයාලට ඔක්කොම ටික ගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි මම ඔයාලට එකක් පෙන්නන්නම්. මේ තියෙන දැන් මේ මොබයිල් ෆෝන් එකෙන් ගියාම බලන්න මම මගේ මොබයිල් ෆෝන් එකෙන් ගිහිල්ලා ක්විස් එකක් නිකන් අරගෙන පෙන්නන්නම්. මම මගේ මොබයිල් ෆෝන් ස්ක්‍රීන් එක ෂෙයා කරනවා. ඒකේ මම දැන් එඩ්මොඩු ඔයාලා වගේ දාගෙන ඉන්නේ. ෆෝන් එකෙන් කරන්නත් පුළුවන් පුතේ. මේ එඩ්මොඩු දාගත්තාම ඔන්න එඩ්මොඩු එකට ගියාම මට පේනවා ඉස්සලා මෙහෙම. my classes කියලා එකක් පෙන්නනවා. I can see my classes here. එතකොට දැන් මේකේ තියෙන්නේ ඔයා join වෙලා ඉන්න class එක. So in your case it will be grade 6 English medium. දැන් මම මෙතන grade 7 සිංහල medium එකට තමයි මම join වෙලා ඉන්නේ. උදාහරණයක් කියන්නේ. right? ඒකට ගියාට පස්සේ අර quiz එක පෙන්නනවා ඒක ඇතුලේ. මේ තියෙන්නේ. take quiz කියලා එනවා. පේනවද? Can you see? There's a button called take quiz. Can you all see? right. එතකොට ඒක තමයි click කරන්න ඕන take quiz. හරිද? එතකොට quiz එක ඇතුළට යනවා. එතකොට ඔයාලට පෙන්නනවා so answer all the questions, duration 1 hour. Total question 30 question, the time limit 1 hour. Okay, after that what? ඊළඟට මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕන? Yes?
Take quiz.
Take quiz. Okay, take quiz. Right, then ඊට පස්සේ ඔන්න questions එනවා මේ වගේ. මධ්‍ය සැකසුම් මේකකේ මේක සිංහල මීඩියම් 7 වසර මධ්‍ය සැකසුම් මේකකේ ප්‍රධාන කාර්ය වන්නේ කියලා අහනවා. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ඒක සිලෙක්ට් කරන්න ඕන. let's say data processing. ඊට පස්සේ මේ යටින් පෙන්නන චූටි arrow එකක්. Can you see small arrow will be there. Then you have to click on that arrow. හරි ඒ arrow එක උඩ click කරන්න ඕන. Then මධ්‍ය සැකසුම් මේකකේ ප්‍රධාන කොටස් වන්නේ. හරි පාලන ඒකකයේ මතක රෙජිස්ටර් එහෙම තියෙනවා. Then you can see some you have to see I'll mark and continue. Likewise you have to continue until the last question. ඔක්කොම questions ටික complete කරන්න ඕන. Here you have 30 questions in total. You have to complete all 30 questions and after that finish the quiz. Submit the quiz. So remember that time is here monitored, right? මෙතන time එක පෙන්නනවා. The remaining time. Then මේක start කරාට පස්සේ after taking this quiz. So let's say there is a power cut or something. Then you forgot to do the quiz. Then it will be automatically submitted. හරි ෆෝන් එකේ බැටරි බැස්සා power cut වුණා ඒවා කියන්න එපා පුතේ. මොකද ඒකයි මම කිව්වේ ෆෝන් එකෙන් යන්නත් පුළුවන්. ෆෝන් එකෙන් එඩ්මොඩු ගියා නම් හරි. then no power cut will not be affected no. එතකොට හැබැයි බැටරි බැස්සොත් එහෙම කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් හරියට බැටරි charge කරගෙන කරන්න පටන් ගන්න. Do the examination. Otherwise what will happen? Otherwise it will automatically submit and you will get less marks. Understood how to do the examination?
Teacher, sir, can you tell me again? That one?
Again means
How to do it?
you have to install and create an account in Edmodo. That instruction I have already given. Have you created Edmodo account or not yet?
No.
No, not yet. Then you have to create Edmodo account, right? That is compulsory. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම Edmodo account එක හදන්න පුතේ. ඒක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම හදා ගන්න ඕන. එහෙමනම් practical teacher කියලා ඒක හදා ගන්න ඕන Edmodo account එක. Edmodo account එක හැදුවට පස්සේ තමයි මේ Edmodo එකට log වුණාම when you log into Edmodo, so let's exit, save and exit. හරි මේ තියෙන්නේ. When you log into the Edmodo, here this is Edmodo app. When you log into the Edmodo, ආයතන තමයි පෙන්නන්නේ. You can see grade 7 සිංහල medium. ඔයාලට පෙන්නන්නේ grade 6 English medium කියලා. Your one will be, you can see like grade 6 English medium. ඒක ඇතුළට යන්න. Then you can see take quiz. Can you see the take quiz? Then you can take the quiz. Actually why this resume quiz is coming, because I have already started. එහෙනම් තමයි මට resume කියලා එන්නේ. නැත්නම් ඔයාලට නම් එන්නේ take quiz කියලා. මම දැන් පටන් ගත්ත ඉඳන් තමයි resume කියලා එන්නේ. I'm resuming. ඔයාලට පේනවනේ time එක. The time is still calculated, right? So that is the thing. You have to concern about time. Time is still calculated. Now can you understand how to do the exam? After that you have to go to the next and finish all 30 questions within this time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Just give me a second. We were discussing the lesson 1 and 3. Lesson 1 means we were just discussing about one thing that we were discussing is under lesson 1, we just discussed about one part, that is actually this lesson, Introduction to the Computer. And then under the second lesson, we just discussed the other part. So operating systems and file management, which is the practical lesson. Use the computer laboratory in a safer way. We didn't discuss much about that lesson, but don't worry, you won't get any questions for the exam for that lesson, from that lesson. You will get questions from the first part and the second part. You'll get questions from the first part and the second part. Okay. Under the first lesson, what we were discussing about 3 basic components of the computer system. Theoretically, there were 3 basic components in the computer system. The part 1 or the component 1 is input devices, component 2 is output devices, and the component 3 is processing devices. We discuss about input, output, and processing. Input, output, and processing. That is what we discussed. Then we discuss about the structure of the computer system. Under that, we discuss about different components of the computer. Can you remember them? Can you remember the components of the computer system? There are 6 components of computer hardware, basically. 6 computer hardware components. Can anyone tell me what are they?
Central processing.
Okay, processing, generally processing devices. Anything else?
Input devices.
Input devices. Okay, correct. Anything else? Input devices. Anything? Sorry?
Output.
Output devices, correct. Input devices, output devices, then processing devices.
Storage
3 things.
devices.
Huh? Yes?
Storage devices.
Storage devices. Okay, correct. Anything else? Input, output, storage. Anything else? Input, output, processing, storage. Input, output, processing,
Memory
and
devices.
sorry?
Devices.
Memory. Yes, memory. Now 5. One more. Very good. So what is the 6th? Sixth. Yes, one more. තව එකක් තියෙනවා. Yes.
Storage devices.
ඒක කිව්වා. Hari, think about our body. Think about our body chemistry. Think and understand what are the components in inside our body. What are the components inside our body? We used to take things from the external environment. Our senses.
Communication
input,
devices.
Out. So basically, our eyes, nose, those are what? Inputs. Those are given inputs. Right? The second thing is, we used to memorize them. We keep it in the memory. That is the second thing. When we see something, it goes to our memory. When we listen something, when we hear something, it goes to our memory. So why it's going to our memory? Memory is the number 1 component. Before going to the processor, it goes to the memory. Okay, just think about this. Okay, you can see this picture, the computer. Now close your eyes for a while. Now open the eyes, right? You can see this in your memory, right? When you see this, it will first go to the memory. After that, memory will send that to the processor. Processor will understand that is image of computer. Let us face even name. Have at the computer with faces name. Likewise, the memory is giving you logical and arithmetic decisions. මෙහෙම computer නෑනේ කන් තියෙන ඇස් තියෙන computers තියෙනවද? පෑනක් තියෙන. When you see that, first it will go to the memory. Memory will not tell that. It will just image, right? Memory just the picture. Nothing else, just the picture that will go to the memory. Okay, now I can memorize. I can close my eyes and memorize that. After closing my eyes, I can still see that picture. That is in my memory. Yes, good, right? But after that, it should go to the processor to understand. So input devices, memory, processor, output, storage. Why storage? Why you need storage? What's the reason? Why you need storage? What is the reason?
To keep all the data.
Why memory cannot keep the data? There is a memory, no? So memory is to memorize things. So why you need storage?
To store them.
Memory is small time.
To store the
Yes,
information.
memory will keep it for small time. Yes, memory is not long lasting, right? So can you remember the food that you have taken 5 days back? Can you remember the recipe or the food?
No.
Difficult, right? Because memory, it's there, it was there in the memory that time, but it will fade out. Fade out means it will go. Memory ke tika kala tibile kain wela yano. That is the nature of the memory. Memory is temporary. But if somebody asks, okay, let's say your teacher has asked this, your health science or science teacher asked this. Okay, write down all the vegetables that you have eaten, or write down all the vegetables that you are going to take or you have eaten within last week. What you have to do, you have to maintain a logbook. Every day when you take your meal, you have to write down the names of the vegetables. Now you're writing that in your book. Now after 1 week, your teacher is asking, Sasmita, can you tell me, okay, Sasiru, can you tell me what did you eat in last Wednesday? Now Sasmita is looking at his note, his book. Last day, teacher, I have taken carrot, leeks, and also some onion. It is a fried rice. So now you can recall. Your book is, your writing or your written book is facilitating you. So now can you understand from that scenario, can you understand the importance of this storage? ඒකෙන් ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද මගේ සයන්ස් මම සිංහලෙන් කියන්නම් අවශ්‍ය නම් සයන්ස් ටීචර් කියනවා දැන් ඔයා සතියක් කන එළවලු vegetables ලියන්න කියලා පොතක. ඊට පස්සේ සතියකට පස්සේ සයන්ස් ටීචර් අහනවා මොනවාද සසිරු ඔයා මේ බදාදා ගිය සතියේ බදාදා ගත්ත vegetables දැන් ඔයාලට කියන්න පුළුවන් අර පොත දිහා බලලා නේද? You can tell the answer by looking at the book. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is why you need storage. Why? The memory is temporary. To store things permanently, we need storage, right? Okay, these are the devices that we learn. So basically, we learn about input, output, central processing unit of the processing devices. There is another processing device. Can somebody remember that? Other than CPU, there is another processing device that is called graphic processing GPU. Especially for games, high-end graphics, 3D animation, video editing, you need GPU. That is another processor. CPU and GPU is not there in your book. So if you want, you can write down that in pencil. CPU and GPU both are processing devices. Okay, these are the categories. The last category is correct. I couldn't appreciate, sorry. Last category you said is communication devices. Why? The computers also need to talk with each other. Like us. You need to talk with your teacher. You need to talk with your friends. Similarly, the computer also need to talk with other computers. So it needs communication devices for that. Okay, we'll also learn the features of the computer under this. So those are listed here. Speed, you know, the computer is high speed and it is high accurate. It also expects 100% accuracy from us. Why? So computer expects 100% accuracy from our inputs even. Why it need 100% accuracy, Pute? Can you give a wrong character in a password? Will it be accepted?
No.
So, okay, so this is your Zoom link. This is your Zoom link. You can see it's a lengthier link.
Yes.
Right? If you made a mistake there, if you have written one character wrong, will it be acceptable?
No.
No. So here this is the link pute. I mean link එක දිගයි characters ගොඩක් තියෙනවනේ. But even this link, if you made one mistake in one character, computer won't accept that. One mistake in one character, no, it's wrong. It's wrong. So that is the nature. It has high accuracy. It will validate inputs and also validate outputs. So its accuracy is really, really high. 100% accuracy most of the time. Reliability means you can trust. Right? When you give something, okay, when you give that accurately, you should log in, right? So you can trust the computer. When you give your password and username accurately, it should give you the login string. You can trust it. Reliable. And it is consistent. So what is consistency? Consistency? Yes, any idea? Come on, guys, this is revision. We need to revise the lesson. We have learned this lesson already. Are all are new today?
It produces the same inputs and output.
ඒක බලාගෙන කියුවේ එහෙම නැතුව කියමුකෝ හිතලා. ඒ කියවලා කිව්වේ නේද? එහෙම නැතුව කියන්නේ consistent example. Okay, let's say your brother is typing your username and password. Will he be will he be able to log in? I'm repeating, your brother is typing your username and password in your computer. ඔයාගේ සහෝදරයා type කරන ඔයාගේ username එකයි password එකයි. එයාට log වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද පුතේ? Can he log? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Your mother is typing your password and username. Can he log in? Can she log in?
Yes, can.
Yes. Regardless of the person, regardless of the time, regardless of the gender, ethnicity, age, it will always produce the same output for the same input. Now understood? What is consistency?
Yes.
Okay, if you go and ask your mother, now you can go and ask, maybe now after the class, you can go and ask your mother, Amma, so can you tell me, can you tell me the answer after multiplying 2 by 10? You are asking your mom to multiply 2 by 10. So maybe she's not busy. She will tell 2 by 10, it's 20. Okay, very good. You come back. After 1 hour, you go and ask the same question from her. I said one time, 20. Okay, in the midnight, in the late night, maybe in the dawn, maybe 2 a.m. in very early morning, you wake up your mother and ask, Mother, Amme, can you tell me what is the answer if you multiply 10 by 2? Now what will happen? Is it the same answer? Will she give the same answer in the midnight? 2 a.m.? Do you think?
No.
Do you think? No, that is not. So we are human beings, right? We are situational. Situation to situation, we give different answers. We all are like that, right? Not even your mother, we are also like that. So if I am in a class, if you call me consistently, sometimes some students are doing, they are calling me consistently. Every day, every hour they are calling me, asking questions. It is okay, totally okay. But if they call me in the class time, then it is not okay. Right? So that is the thing. So as human beings, our answer is different time to time. But computers will give the same answer, same time for the same inputs. Even though the person is different, it will still produce the same answer. And it has high storage capacity. It can keep millions of books in the storage. It can keep thousands of movies in the storage. And even though the initial cost is high, the operational cost is very, very, very low. So let's say you want to adapt a pet. a dog. So initial cost might be expensive. And the maintenance cost is also there. You need to provide food, you have to give medicine, you have to take care of it, right? It might give you some cost, but computers, the initial cost is high, but after that, you don't want to spend much in maintaining that. That is the nature. And it has some amount of intelligence, but we cannot tell it is as intelligent as much as a person, but still it has some intelligence. It can give us some, for an example, if I go and ask Siri, who is the father of computing?
Charles Babbage.
Okay. Siri can understand my questions and she can provide answers. Right? So, but not always. If I ask, let's try. Siri, who is the president of Sri Lanka?
Gotabaya Rajapaksa is the president of Sri Lanka.
Still telling, right? Okay. So sometimes it cannot produce the accurate answers. So I thought the Siri will confuse, but she's not.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I asked Siri. Hey Siri, what is the middle number of 20 and 14? She give the answer 60.
That's what I said. It's not that much intelligent. So yes, sometimes it can give. Yes, in Windows it is Cortana. Windows වල තියෙනවා Cortana කියලා එකක්. Siri වගේම තමයි. And your Google Assistant is also similar. In mobile phone you have Google Assistant.
Amazon Alexa.
Okay. Then after learning about that, we learn about what are the other devices with this computing power. We call them smart devices. They are also having computers, but small computers, not like the computers that we use. Small computer. Smartphone is having a computer. Smartphone itself is a computer. Smart washing machines having a small computer in it to program. Actually, it can automate the washing machine. The cars, modern cars, they are having a computer system, ECU, to control the power. It has sensors. It can automatically feel the environment and adapt according to that. Smart air conditioning, right? Smart parking. Those things are integrated with modern cars. Auto braking, right? Smart televisions can be used to access internet. It is internet connectable. Yes, Pute?
Excuse me, sir. We can add iPad to smart computers.
Yes, iPad, tab. All these are smart computers. So what are other things? The other smart computers? The smart devices, embedded devices. These are called actually embedded computer systems. Robots, yes. Robots are embedded computer systems. Anything else? Anything else?
Smartwatch. Smart ring.
Yes, smart watch, smart ring, smart mug, smart plate, right? Smart home, smart school, smart classroom.
Smart speaker.
Smart speakers. There are many, right? So these are called embedded computer systems. Actually, small computers are inside these devices. Small computers are there inside these devices. That's why those are called embedded computer systems. We learn about that. Then about the computer parts, we learn about that, input devices. So mouse, keyboard, microphone, webcam, barcode reader, these are inputs. It used to take input. Mouse is used to take like mouse pointer inputs, keyboard letters, characters, symbols, commands. Microphone will take sounds. Web camera will take pictures. Barcode reader, special pictures. Actually,
It will scan barcodes.
Barcodes. I think you have seen this barcode, and this is it. So some labels, books, you can see the back side of the book. You might see barcode. In dressers, you can see barcodes.
Sir,
Yes.
some barcodes can also scan QR codes, right?
Yeah, QR code means a 2D barcode. This is a QR code, right? So this is called 2D barcode. That is also It is also possible to scan that. And 2D barcodes are also used to store some information. You can store your contact. You can store different things in this. Messages, contacts, phone numbers, website links. You can scan that. Okay, Pute? So those are QRs. Right. Then after that, output devices. Monitor, printer, speaker, projector, plotter. Speakers, yes. Those are output devices. So what are the memory devices?
RAM.
Hard disk.
RAM is correct. Speaker.
ROM.
Hard disk is not put there. Hard disk is not output device. That is storage, right? So basically, we have CPU and GPU as processing devices, and RAM is the random access memory is the memory device. There's another one, read-only memory, but it is not mentioned in your book. Read-only memory is also a primary storage. Storage devices, something similar to our pen and books. We have storage devices which we use to write down. This is internal storage, external storages, pen drives, memory cards, hard disk, CD, DVD. Blu-ray spellings are wrong today. Make a hadaganna, make Blu-ray ke like akne. BLU-ray tama dine, BLURAY. This is the correct Blu-ray. BLUE Blu-ray is wrong. Blu-ray one. The correct spelling is Blu-ray, right? So please adjust that. Blu-ray, right? That is the correct wording for Blu-ray disc. Here, this is the Blu-ray. It's not Blu-ray, right? BLUE Blu-ray. It's wrong. It's not Blu-ray. BLU කියන්නේ නිල් පාටට කියන Blu-ray නෙවෙයි. It is Blu-ray. Okay. Communication devices which we use to communicate with other computers. We learn about that as well. Hari අපි ඔය ටික තමයි ඉගෙන ගත්තේ. Now you know how to do examination using Edmodo. Now we have discussed the first lesson, and also we discuss about software, application and system software. We discuss about that. So what is software? Can anyone define software, please? Software.
MS Paint.
No. I asked the definition of software, Pute. Example is
Software is that we
The
cannot.
things we cannot touch.
software. Yes. Repeat that.
The software or the devices we cannot touch.
Yeah, we cannot touch, but that is not just enough, Pute. There are a lot of things that we cannot touch.
Software is that we cannot touch in the computer.
That is computer program.
One person at a time, please.
Software is that cannot touch in the computer.
හරි කම්පියුටර් එකේ තියෙන අල්ලන්න බැරි දේවල්. ඊවත් ගොඩක් තියෙනවනේ. So software which is there in the computer but we cannot touch. Still there are many things no Pute. So okay, let's take image. Let's take a photo. If you take a photo, you cannot touch that, no. Is it a software? Huh?
No.
Yeah, okay. Let me open that. There are photos, images. Okay, you cannot touch this. This is actually taken in the workshop. Yeah, I'm taking this image. You cannot touch. Is it a software? No, it's not software. Then what?
Software is program.
Software is a program. Program means,
We can use software offline and online.
yeah, that is a feature, no? That is a
Software
property.
is run our commands.
The software software that a computer uses to perform its function is called system software.
Oh, that is a definition of system software. A software is basically a set of instructions to the computer which we cannot touch. So that is the correct way of defining a software. So remember the correct definition, otherwise you won't get marks for the examination. Software is a set of instructions.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, we had an examination last week.
Oh, what did you write then? Software is a set of instructions to the
In
computer.
IT, we also had.
Software is a set of instructions to the computer, or you can say set of intangible instructions. You cannot touch. Software is a set of intangible instruction to the computer that instruct what to do and how to do. That is one definition. There can be some other definitions. A set of instructions to the computer is a program. One or more related programs is called a software. It is intangible, you cannot touch. So, but the thing is, you have to properly tell that. So this is another way of telling what is software. Right? But don't just tell it is intangible. Software is intangible. A set of intangible. Software is intangible. You need to remember everything. Okay. So then there are two categories of software. What are they? There are two categories of software.
Cloud software and
System software.
cloud software and application software.
Application software and
System software and application.
Cloud software and application software. Cloud software and application software.
Cloud software, application software.
system
No, that is correct.
System software.
System software and application software. System software, application software. Those are the two things. So what's the difference? System software, application software. So what's the difference?
Software is our computer.
Yes, system software works with the hardware. It instructs the hardware. It works with our hardware. So how we instruct the hardware is system software. How it helps us, that is called application software. The software help us, or the software help users or use applications, we call application software. There are two categories of application software. What are they?
Cloud software and application.
Cloud software and application software. Okay, that is correct. Hari, application software category dekai, cloud software, application software. Okay, right? එතකොට system software ගත්තම system software කියලා කියන්නේ hardware වලට support කරන software. The software which supports and communicates with hardware or manage and communicate with hardware. That is called system. System කියන්නේ software hardware එකටනේ hardware system එකටනේ ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් system unit එක කියලා කියන්නේ. Okay, then So where the computers are used, we learn about that different places. Banking, in the health industry, or in the factories, in the agriculture field. So there are a lot of, so you can name anything, right? Education, aviation, mining, ඕන දෙයක් කියන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් examination hall එක වටේම බැලුවම ඔයාලට ඕන තරම් දේවල් එනවා. Okay, let's say you are in the examination. Somebody asks you what are the uses of computers. Then you look around. Your teacher is there. Teaching, computer is used. Then you are looking at the road. Then buses and some cars are going. Transportation, yes, that is also correct. Then you look at the sky. You can see some flights, aviation, right? Then just you look at the environment, nature, exploration and science, or nature exploration, geography. You can name anything. Everywhere computer is used. You can look at your hall, examination hall. You can see some stuff there, here and there, electronics. Yes, that is also correct. Everywhere. Then actually we didn't discuss much about the use in computer lab safely. I think we didn't discuss that lesson, but we skipped that and we discuss this lesson. We will discuss this lesson, but not now. We will discuss after the new year, right? We discussed this practical lesson. We discussed the practical lesson. What is an operating system? How operating system help us? We learn about that. So can you tell me what is an operating system? Yes. What is an operating system? Yes, yes, yes. Come on. You have 6 minutes. Within 6 minutes, we have to discuss this lesson. Yes.
Sir, I can't hear again. Tell.
Sir, I couldn't hear. Can you tell
Okay.
again?
So what is an operating system? What is an operating system?
It is a system software.
It is a system software. Okay, correct.
That manage hardware.
That manage hardware, that is also correct. Okay, I asked what is operating system. You are telling what it does. Operating system කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලානේ.
It is a special system software.
ඒක හරි. ඔයා කියන්නේ feature එකක් පුතේ. I'm asking what is operating system. So simply, okay. So I'll ask one question. Can you understand? Okay, if I give a movie, let's say Hogana Pokuno something, can you understand that movie?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can your computer
Yes, sir.
understand that movie?
No.
No. Why? You understand English or Sinhala, but the computer understand what?
Letters.
Computers understand patterns, machine language, basically. Computers understand machine language. Right? We understand our human languages, computer understand machine language. But so we need to share the things with the computer. We need to save a movie. Then the movie will be saved in the machine language. Then we need to save something in your computer. The computer saves it in machine language. So there should be a person to translate our messages to the computer and computer's messages to us. So that is done by the middleman, that is operating system. Right? So here, here you can see operating system is acting as the middleman between you and your computer, because your computer cannot understand. Let's say you have a pen drive. Can you see what is inside that pen drive without plugging it to an operating system? Can't no. දැන් ඔයාලගේ pen drive එකක් තියෙනවා. ඔය pen drive එක operating system එකක් තියෙන computer එකකට සම්බන්ධ කරේ නැත්නම් පුතේ ඇතුලේ තියෙනව බලන්න පුළුවන්ද?
I can't, sir.
Can you see the things which is inside the pen drive? හරි pen drive එකක් මම දැන් ඔයාලට දීලා කියනවා. මේකේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා කියන්න. Can you tell me what is inside that pen drive? Can
No.
you? No.
Can't, sir.
But if you plug this to the computer, if the computer is having operating system, it can tell that. But if you plug this to a computer and computer is not having operating system, then what? Then still you cannot see what is inside, right? Understood?
Understood.
Right? Computers, the operating system is the middleman and it helps managing files. It helps managing users, right? It helps managing user interfaces. It helps managing processes. So we learn about what is file, what is folder, different files. So file and a file extension, we learn in this chapter, what is file and what is extension, what is the folder. The difference between file and folder, what is that? Difference between file and folder. A file has file name and extension. Neither. A file has file name and extension, type of the file name, extension. But a folder is not having such. Folder only got folder name. Another thing is file is used to save data. Folder is used to organize data, right? Remember that. File is used to save data. The folder is used to organize that data, organize files. Right? Folder is the container, පුතේ. Folder එකක් කියන්නේ bucket එකක් වගේ. ඒ bucket එකට දාලා අපිට ඕන දෙයක් organize කරන්න පුළුවන්. We can move here and there. We can move as a group. If you have a food bucket, everything that which is in it is food. You can like keep it somewhere. You can move it somewhere. Similar to that, a folder is a container which can be used to organize files. Right, we learn about file, folders, MS Paint as well. We did a lot of practicals. Today I couldn't discuss that, but because in the examination you will be tested for theory part mainly, not the practicals. Please go through that and come for the examination. So you'll be asked what is file, what is extension, what are the file extensions, name components of the computer. So what is operating system? Examples for operating systems. You can see these are examples for operating systems. What are they here? Windows, Red Hat, Mac OS, Linux. These are examples for operating systems. So do you know mobile operating systems? There are some mobile operating systems too. Android, iOS, neither. So these are mobile operating systems. We learn about that as well. Okay, Budde, then please be ready for the examination. We discussed the summary of the lesson. This is what we have discussed during this period, right? You have to show your colors, get your maximum marks in the examination by answering the questions. So before that, please create the Edmodo login. If you don't have the Edmodo, please let me know. Send me a WhatsApp message. I'll help you creating this login. Right? Okay, then good night. See you all next week in the exam.
Good night, sir.
Bye, sir. Good night, sir.